Hi besties! Welcome to this video. My name is Naz, and if you're new to this channel, welcome. If you're an old friend, welcome back. Today I'm here to talk about one of the favorite things that I do in my life, and that is journaling. Ta-da! These 4 journals that you see here are part of my most precious possessions, and I just cannot imagine living a day without them. I would really be lost. I actually get this question a lot from people that I know and people that I don't know, that what do you write in them? What do you do when you say you're journaling? And it actually did not make sense to me at first, because I was like, okay, how can you live without journaling? How can you live without jotting down everything you're doing daily? I think it's mostly about documenting my life, because I have this obsession to document every second of my life that I actually can document, and journaling is one of the favorite ways to do that. I do document my life in different ways, different formats, like pictures, videos. All of those have their own organizations and style, but journaling, I think this is the way that I've been mostly consistent with, more than taking pictures, more than filming videos. I used to keep diaries when I was a kid. I was obsessed with that, really. And I think that habit just stayed with me for a long time, and until now. I've only expanded its ways and how I do it. My closest friends know that I journal everywhere I go. I take my journals everywhere I go. If you cannot find me, you will just find me at a corner where I'm just jotting down and writing. And that's why I get this question a lot, that what are you writing? So I decided to make this video and break down my journaling ecosystem. First of all, this small one, which is just a normal calendar type of journal. This little guy I only use to write down my daily to-do list. This is just my daily chores, what I do, what I have to do, just a normal to-do list kind of thing. I used to actually put stickers and stuff and decorate it, but after a certain point, I think I just gave up on that, because sometimes you do not have that time to decorate your to-do list. So yeah, there's nothing much more special about this one. I really didn't like the color of it when I bought it, but it was just the perfect size and I could not find a better one at that time. And I don't know why, I don't remember why, but I was in a rush when I was buying this. So I just bought a purple one, but I really do not like the color purple. I really do not like colors at all, but I just manage. The next one is, I think, my most important journal. I call it my brain dump journal, but I've seen people calling these type of journals also commonplace journal and things like that, but I call it my brain dump because this is literally that. I just jot down anything that I think of. This is all about that. I write down my morning pages in this. I write whenever I feel overwhelmed or just, have too many thoughts in my head that I cannot just get my head around them. So I just sit and write until I get them all straight. And this little guy comes everywhere with me. If you're an old friend here, you would recognize this journal as the journal that I would only took out. I did not used to use this at home. I had another brain dump journal and it was a bigger size like this one, and because of that I could not take that journal everywhere with me, and whenever I was out and I wanted to write something down, I did not have my journal with me, and so I decided to buy this little one and carry this around with me everywhere I went, so I could just jot down everything that I was thinking about at that moment and I needed to write it down. And after I finished that bigger brain dump journal, which I only used at home, I decided to merge these two, and I learned that brain dump journal needs to be in a smaller size so you can carry it around with yourself, and this is what it is. I merged those two, my carry around journal and my brain dump journal. This is doing both jobs at the same time right now. And I'm actually finishing this one. I have a little bit left here because I literally use this one every day because of my morning pages. It's just all writings and like some things that I've added that meant something to me at that moment. And yeah, I think it is the journal that most people are curious about because this is what I carry with me everywhere and I'm writing in it everywhere I am. So yeah. The other one, this one is my reading journal, which I started using at the beginning of this year. I pick up a new reading journal each year at the start of each year, which I like set down my goals, make my TBR lists. And this one actually had calendar type of pages at the start of it. And I used to write down the start and end date of each book that I read. I actually filmed when I was setting up this journal. If you guys are more curious and like want to know more details about this one, you can go and watch that video. I will put it up here for you. These are the library pages, TBRs, and what I read, genres, ratings, and most importantly, my reviews and things that I thought about every book, each book. These reviews and honest, without any restriction, thoughts about each book that I read is actually a very good reference for myself, for my future self, if I ever want to look back at what I read and what I felt and thought. So yeah, this journal is all about reading and books and stuff like that. Last journal here, I want to call it my daily journal because I use it daily and like log everything that I did in a day. Kind of like a diary, but less than a diary, because in a diary you mostly write about your feelings and your thoughts and what each thing made you feel or think. In this one, I just log everything I did in a day. What I did, where I went, who I went with, and things like that. You know, I don't go into details. I only want to like document what I did each day. Whenever or if I needed to know what I did and what date I did what, I just can look at this journal and see when that thing actually happened. I have a spread for each month that I write down my like events of each month or what I have to do, work-wise or life-wise, doesn't matter. I don't know why, but I really like to remember what music I listen to. When I look back at my journals, I can just see like what music I was listening to at that time, and I really like that feeling. So each month actually has a page dedicated to that month's most listened music and songs. And after I got my printer, I started printing pictures of each day or like some special memories that I made, seeing what actually happened, and like those memories come back to you so much more vividly. It's really aesthetically pleasing for me. And yeah, this is all this journal is about. I think that was quite actually it. I have a few other side journals as well, which like I have this one where I write down what movies or what shows I watched and like finished and what day, but they're like not that important. These 4 that I use each day, and I just cannot imagine my life without using them. In the book The Fault in Our Stars, there's a quote that says, I don't remember it precisely, it says this boy's biggest fear in life is oblivion. And I think all these documenting life, journaling, filming, taking photos, all this comes from that fear inside each human, which is oblivion. Maybe that is why we're so obsessed with writing everything down, that maybe someday someone would pick these up and know that we existed and we lived and we felt and we also walked on this earth. So yeah, I hope this video inspired you. But if you guys have any more questions about journaling, just let me know and I will try to answer them in the best way that I can. My biggest advice for anyone who wanted to start journaling would be to just start. I keep hearing these things and I know these people very closely that they want to start journaling, but they don't know how. There's literally no certain way. Just pick up a journal and start writing. Anything that comes to your mind. It does not have to be perfect. These journals are just for you and they're only for you. They only are meant to make you feel better. And If you do not like actually writing and journaling, do not feel the pressure to write them down, because in today's media, we see a lot of people talk about journaling and documenting life. I'm all in about those stuff. I can see like this could maybe become like a trend pressure for more people, for some people. So do not let it become that for you. If you do not like to write or journal, then don't. If you feel like you want to free yourself from everything that's going on with your mind, but you do not like writing, then pick up a camera, pick up your phone, pick up, I don't know, a voice recorder and just talk. Let it out. That's all journaling is about, to let it out, to free your mind, and it's all for you, you know? I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope this could inspire you in any way possible. And let me know what you think. I talked too much in this one. I hope I didn't bore you. But yeah, goodbye.